Hello and welcome to the first episode of my series where I will dissect my games and tell you what happened, what I was thinking, and you'll see some funny moments. So at first I crafted some caltrops. I don't rely on having a weapon for the first building. I typically rely on finding a weapon in the building as it takes less time. Here, however, I found an explosive mine in a green crate I found, and I grabbed a stone as I was expecting someone to be up here. Here I'm just running up and yeah, it's nothing exciting really. So I'm expecting someone to be here, so I'm throwing my caltrops down in front of the door, so I have like kind of an escape route and a safe zone to stand. Here I find a hammer first, find some brass knuckles, and then this green crate, which I'm opening. So here I'm finding an explosive mine, which is kind of boring, considering I found an explosive mine in the first one, but I got a good plan for both of them. So here I want to sell the hammer to get inventory space for the explosive mine, of course. So now that I have the two explosive mines and the weapon, I have a plan with them. So I want to go to the middle, and as I'm running to the middle, I will check for certain crate locations. Here, for example, there's sometimes a red crate, but there was not this time. Looking around for people. Down here, there's sometimes a green crate and a funk barrel, but not this time, of course. Then again, there's also a chance for a green crate under there, and along this road here. But all I find is some funk. Here I'm just testing how long it takes to place them, so I'm prepared. Now my goal is set directly for mid. So as I'm running, I'm just looking around because you never know in this game. There might be someone with a stealthy stim behind you and you can't hear them, so it's a good thing to check. While I'm regenerating stamina, I'm once again checking for enemies. Can never be too safe. So now that I'm in mid, time to execute my plan. Here I want to set explosive mines by this area, because it's a pretty common area for people to walk into, but I failed placing the first one. I then heard a noise and I was pretty sure someone was nearby, so I took a look around. But I see no one, so I go and start placing them. So I place each of them pointing their own direction, so they can cover a wider area. The thing with these though is that once one go off, they both go off. And that is 40 plus 40 damage, which means 80 damage in one blow. Basically almost an insta-kill for anyone. So being impatient, I thought why not put out some more traps. So I took this stick and I'm going to this gas tank to make punji sticks from them. As I'm doing this though, I see another guy. I'm thinking, okay, perfect. So I'm just making the traps real quick, and I want to attempt luring him over to the trap. So I pretend like I'm scared, and I'm running to my area. He's nicely following me though. Now that I got him here, I turn around and see him go off, and you see the damage there. This fight goes rather smoothly. I predict almost everything from him. And he gives me a backpack, which gives me 2 extra inventory slots. A man tracker, which points me to the nearest player. Explosive stim, which increases my movement speed for 30 seconds. A silent stim, which makes me silent. And he also dropped the weapon, but I forgot picking it up. So now I try to place the traps, but I notice there's someone nearby. Thinking, okay, yeah, I can fight him, no problem. But once I get close to him, I see that he has armor and a spear, and I also notice who it is. I know this guy, it's Quason. He's the tournament winner of the previous Halloween tournament. Although we're kind of friends, so I don't think he really wanted to fight. So I think, okay, fine, just run away and go kill someone else. Because he's a pretty good player and I don't want to risk it, to be honest. So I hide here, hoping that he will just run away and give me my territory back. So I saw him over there and changed position so he wouldn't see me. Getting impatient though, I want to check my man tracker, and then I notice that he's not nearby. Let's go trap again. So I just put some punches here and there, just to have a backup in case someone is chasing me. Check the man tracker again and notice that he's fairly nearby, but whatever, I can handle it. He didn't seem keen to fight me anyway. So now that I have some traps set out, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I'm kind of set. But then I check the man tracker again and someone's homing in behind me. So I make some caltrops quickly, but oh no, loot pinata. I already know that Quason is in the middle, so I'm hoping that maybe he will be a nice guy and let me take some of the stuff inside. But I'm not a nice guy. I want whatever's inside. I popped the silence stem so he wouldn't notice me sneaking up on him. The first thing I do is throw caltrops on it, on the airdrop, so that he would, it would be harder to fight around. So now we just do a kind of a belay where we jump and attempt to open but never really open it. And this goes on for a while. But then this guy joins and I notice that he's keen to fight, so I'm just gonna watch them fight for a while and attempt to open it myself. But Quason is smart and he hears me opening it, so he goes for me, so I won't get the contents. But here, thinking, yeah, he's far away, I can take it. And I'm really lucky, I get the two best items in it. A compound bow, which is the best bow in the game, plus a smoke bomb, which blinds them and lets me run away. Then there's this guy, though, who just randomly came in through a gas grenade, so I took a whiff at him and, yeah, random headshot, why not? Here I see them fighting, and I don't want to get into melee range. I'm hoping to get a random kill shooting them, but nah. I did some damage to them, however, and thinking, okay, I can throw the gas grenade and wall them off. But that didn't really work, and then this guy came at me with a pepper spray, blinding me. This fight went pretty smoothly, though. I could predict him pretty well. He now lost his weapon, and he got scared, so he started running away. He peppered me again, but I'm just smashing M1 hoping to hit him, and it's actually working out. Now that he runs away on low HP, I just do a random shot, and I'm actually get him. This is where a good headset comes in. Being able to hear stuff better, I knew where he was running. So now my plan is that, now that I got his backpack, that I want to make armor out of it. So I'm running to my little trappy base, and hoping for some stones there. And a stone I find, and I make the reinforced armor, which blocks 50% of damage for 40 HP. So that basically gives me a 20 HP extension, which is really nice. Then I call my airdrop. I'm using the perk low dropper, which makes my airdrop come instantly. So that was nice for me. The airdrop I'm using is Thief, which contains a bowie knife, steel snare, pepper spray, and a backpack. But I already got the backpack and armor, so I just threw that away. The main thing in this airdrop for me, though, is the knife and the steel snares. I placed the steel snares by some pretty camouflaged spots, so I have a trap for someone to fall into later. But the main thing with the knife is that I have the Brutus perk, which increases the backstab damage, making snares extra useful. So here I'm just placing snares in my typical area, the lily pads and the middle part. I don't want to waste the weapons I have, and don't want to increase the risk of someone taking them, so I'm taking the weapons and I'm preparing to sell them. While selling, I'm trying to take a look into the building, and I notice a medical cabinet in there that's not open, so I'm guessing it's not looted, so I'm checking that out quickly. Here I find some stims, which help me out a bit. But nothing else really. So here I'm just looking around again. Looking for people, of course, like I normally do. Scouting with a bow. Nothing exciting really happens right now. Yeah. Then I realized that I forgot my pepper spray, so I'm just popping one of the stims and taking the spray and running to the nearest player. Then I notice there's only 3 people left, which means the phase 1 part of the map will begin. Phase 1, the gas will start to push everyone towards the middle area. They will still not push everyone to the very middle, but pretty close to the middle. So looking at the man tracker, I'm expecting someone to be inside that building over there. But I looked on the scoreboard and I saw that Fasan wasn't alive. He knows my playstyle very well. He knows that I like to trap, so therefore I wasn't trapping earlier. But now I know that he's not alive. Trapping works pretty well for me. So I started to make some snares and placing them around. This right here is a pretty nice snare spot. It's very popular for people to run up here. So I only place about 3 snares here, because I don't want people to see them. Then I add a last snare to my other little pile over here. And then take the man tracker again and again go for a hunt. Although knowing there's only 2 other people left, I'm scared to fight because I know the last guy will come and vulture us. So as for now, I'm just trying to get some shots off at him. I noticed that he's in the building, so I'm waiting for a clear shot. But right now, as you can see here, I'm pretty bad at arching. I get no shots off at him, and I saw that he had a trident, which is pretty scary. Trident is a tier 4 weapon, which shreds your armor and deals 30 damage. Plus it has pretty decent speed as well, making it extremely dangerous. So I get 1 easy shot on him. He just stood still, so wouldn't say there's any skill in that. I want to refill my ammo though, just so I'm prepared. In case he rushes me, I can kite him a bit. Looking over there again, and I notice that I get hit. I have no idea from where though. It felt like it was behind me, but apparently it wasn't. So seeing that the nearest guy is over there, I'm looking over there again. I then see him placing traps, so I'm just taking a few shots at him, easy. And then I go back to crafting ammo, because ammo is nice, of course. I'm looking around for the grab my package airdrop, but I can't really see it though. I see that the guy went back to the building, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I have time to destroy his traps. So I see steel snares here and I want to dissect them, but he's coming at me. While he's running at me though, I managed to take at least 1 away, but he also gets a shot at me with the bow. Here I'm just running around randomly, circling and trying to avoid getting hit more. And then do a 180 to look behind me if he's still chasing, and I block, so if he shoots me while I'm jumping, I take reduced damage. But then he's not really chasing me, and then I hear them fighting. There's a lot going on right now. I see the guy in the river, I go for a shot, but he moves just as the arrow goes there. And I'm thinking, okay, those 2 are fighting, let them do it. It will be an easier job for me later on. So I'm hearing the explosion and I really want to fight now. I take a few shots in, almost killing the guy. The announcer, however, didn't make any announcement that the guy died. So I'm looking up on the scoreboard and he's dead for some reason. Save and please fix. Josh, if you're watching this, I'm refunding. No, I'm not. So I'm just trying to poke a few shots on him now before I go into a real fight. Because I'm guessing he got his trident from a Cyclops airdrop, meaning that he will also have full body armor with it. Here he's trying to lure me into his traps, but I know they're there. He's obviously trying to bait me, so I'm just trying to get some shots off at him. There I tried to do a 180 swing, trying to get the bleed off. It's really normal for people to drop their block after a while, so when I'm blocking I try to hold it for a bit longer, so it's unpredictable, and then he will attack it. He was trying to fist fight me, but nah. I just want an easy win, and that's exactly what I got. So that was a pretty nice game, and I would like to know what you guys thought about a video like this. I know my talking was bad sometimes, but meh, I can fix that later on. So comment what you think, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching.